What's up, guys? Now in this video, I will continue speaking about this video. Speaking about not basically practicing English about this video where Cyrus Khambatta was capable to manage your glucose in your body with one plant-based diet, including fruits. That means to control sugar or glucose in your blood, you must eat sugar. Really seems a joke, but it is the reality. So far, I discovered that probably the fat is the most probable one of the cause of the high fat diet is probable or probable not. Cyrus confirmed that it is the cause of the diabetes. One cause of the diabetes. Another cause of is of course refined sugars, but nothing is speaking about that fat and high fat diet is the cause of your problems. So he was explaining what's happening in your body, and I was in that point. Now I'm going to read that part, what happening in your body when you consume fat. Uh, and let's go. Here's the insulin resistance story. This is one of my favorite stories to tell of all time. Okay, when you eat fat from the outside world, the fat that you consume comes from animal products like red meat, white meat, chicken, fish, dairy, cheese, milk, yogurt, eggs, processed meat, bacon, ice cream, and beyond. What is beyond? I don't remember. Oh, I remember. Okay, margarine, margarine,
margarine,
margarine, margarine,
margarine,
margarine,
margarine,
margarine, margarine, margarine. Okay, margarine, you name it. It also comes from plant-based sources like nuts and seeds, and avocados and vegetables, oils and seed oils, and coconut oil and olives. Okay, so it's in many different places, both in plant-based world and both in the animal-based world, regardless of the type that you fat, regardless of the type of fat that you eat. Doesn't matter if you ate you ate an avocado. Doesn't matter if you eat red meat. That is fat is locked up in what's called a triglyceride. Okay, triglyceride is a name is the name. Okay, triglyceride is the name implies three means three. Three glyceride means glycerol. That what her that's what the reference is. That's what the reference is. Okay. So you take glycerol, which is shown as my hand right here, which is shown as my hand right here, shown as my hand right here. It's a linear molecule. You take glycerol and you attach three fatty acids, three fatty acids, to glycerol, three fatty acids, to attach three fatty acids to glycerol, and you end up with the glyceride. Okay, that's the storage form of the fats, specially designed to be stable at room temperature. Mm. Okay, it is interesting. That's the storage form fat that's especially designed to be stable room temperature, temperature, temperature,
temperature,
temperature, temperature is different. Temp is here with the higher the high voice. Temp is where is located the most strong sound. Temperature, temperature for very long periods of time. The triglyceride, triglyceride, glyceride,
triglyceride,
triglycerides. Okay, I have problems again. Triglyceride, triglyceride, triglycerides molecule. The triglyceride molecule, the triglyceride molecule. You consume it. Okay, whether you are eating processed red meat, whether you are eating dairy products, or whether you are eating avocados, it's it goes
goes,
goes it goes in your mouth. You chop it down with your teeth. It goes down your esophagus, esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus, esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus, esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus, esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus,
esophagus. Difficult to pronounce to me. Esophagus. It gets inside your stomach. Inside of your stomach is where the food material starts to get partially digested.
digested,
Digested. It starts to get linear, linearized, linearized, linearized,
linearized,
linearized, and acted,
acted,
and acted, and acted upon by hydrochloric acid. In particular, then it transfers down to the next compartment called your small intestine. Your small intestine is where magic happens. Your digestive magic, your digestive magic, magic, the bulk of nutrients digestion, the bulk of nutrient digestion occurs right there. The partially digested food material that's inside of your small intestine is acted upon by number one, enzymes that consume on your liver. Number two, enzymes that come from your pancreas. And number three, enzymes that come from your small intestine itself. And those enzymes are there to do a lot of the chemical, mechanical,
mechanical,
mechanical, the mechanical, chemical and biological,
biological,
biological. Okay, I always bi. It sounds I. Biological work and break down large structures into smaller, smaller structures, and then eventually large and large to small to individual units. So if you take a carbohydrate example, that's your 1,500 units long. These carbohydrates I are in this this carbohydrate. Okay, I need to read again. If you take carbohydrates, an example, that's 4,500 units long, and these carbohydrates are enzymes that will cut it from for 4,500 to 2,000 to 1,000 to 60 to 12 to 4 and 10, eventually to 1, eventually to 1. Okay, that is happening, very quickly inside of your small intestine. Testing, testing.
intestine,
Your small intestine. Similarly, proteins get broken down. Similarly, proteins get broken down from being no 300, 400, 700 amino acids long into single amino acid or doubles or triples
triples,
or triples depending on what it is or triples depending on what it is on what it is and change your triglyceride triglycerides glycerides
triglycerides,
yeah triglycerides that again were glycerol plus three fatty acids ended up getting broken and then getting ending up getting broken end up getting broken end up getting broken
broken,
broken. So now the glycerol is separate from the free fatty acids. Glycerol goes on to do different things in your digestive system, and the free glycerol goes to do different things in your digestive system, and the three fatty acids are not naked. Are now naked.
naked,
Naked is different. Naked. It is really difficult with this. It don't matter. I will not. I needed to translate that. Complaint. I not to complain that is difficult. That kind of words. Okay, I was here. Entering glyceride. So glycerols separate. Naked. Naked.
naked,
But you must understand it. Naked. Oh, in fact, seems that this word was ignored also. Naked. Yeah, now and the three fatty acids are now naked inside your digestive system, inside your small intestine. So when you're eating a high fat diet, what's end up happening in that these three fatty acids that's all separate from so when you are eating fat diet, what end up what ends up happening is that these free fatty acids that go separate from the glycerol, they get sucked up. Don't understand it. Glycerol. They get sucked up. And they pulled out from your small intestines through the walls of your small intestine. They pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pulled, pulled out.
pulled,
Pulled is different. They get poured out of your small intestine through the wall of your small intestine by these things called microvilli, microvilli,
Microvillies.
microvilli, microvilli,
Microvillies.
microvilli, microvilli, or microvilli, and they end up inside your lymph, end up inside your lymph, lymph,
Lymph.
end up inside your lymph. They get inside of your lymph and they travel through your lymph system, and they and they and then they finally get in, and then they finally get in into your blood, and they're put into these other little spaceships, and these other little spaceships particles called chylomicrons, like chylomicrons, space, and another and get into your blood, and they're put into these other little spaceship particles called chylomicrons. Chylomicrons are these little spaceships. There's billions of them in circulation inside your blood. These chylomicrons are like little spaceships that collect fatty acids from your digestive system, and then they go and they do other things. It they circulate it elsewhere, elsewhere,
Elsewhere.
elsewhere is different. Elsewhere, they circulate it elsewhere. So the chylomicrons are flooding, flooding,
Floating.
flooding, are flooding your blood, and they egg full, ads throughout, throughout, throughout your entire body. Like full. Okay, I need to read again. So the chylomicrons are flooding your blood, and they take food, paths throughout your entire body. They go up your brain. They go through your eyes. They go through your liver. They go everywhere, everywhere, elsewhere. Oh, okay. I understand. Elsewhere, everywhere,
Everywhere.
everywhere, and and at a certain point of the chylomicrons are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to release these fatty acids somewhere else. So the question is, where do they release it? Chylomicrons can release fatty acids into number one. Your primary target is your adipose tissue.
Adipose.
Adipose tissue, your fat tissue. That's a safe place to keep fat. That's the right place to put it. And that's a tissue that's actually enzymatically designed to be able to store those fatty acids for long periods of time and lock them back up as triglycerides, Okay, I lost. I am lost. I am lost. And that's a tissue that's actually enzymatically,
Enzymatically.
enzymatically. Here is different. Enzymatically designed. Times is the pronunciation is of this word. Enzymatically designed to be able to store those fatty acids for a long period of time and lock them back up, back up, back up as triglycerides and keep them there for days, weeks, months, years. The second place those fatty acids can go is your liver. Third place to those fatty acids can go in your muscle. Okay, so the fatty acids that don't end up inside your deposit tissue, your liver, and your muscle. Okay. So the fatty acids that don't end up inside your adipose tissue go to your go to your liver and your muscle. Okay, all is fine and well. There's no problem with any of this. The way that you make things go awry,
Awry.
awry, awry. The way that you make things go awry, awry is when the total amount of fat that comes inside your mouth is high. Again, you are eating high fatty diet, a low carbohydrate, a low carbohydrate diet. You increase the you increase the total amount of fat in your diet to a point where the fatty acids get up inside your adipose tissue and make your adipose tissue. Okay. You increase the total amount of fat in your diet at point where the fatty acids get up inside your adipose tissue and make your adipose tissue bigger. And therefore, therefore you can become more, fatter over the course of time and gain adiposity. But then in addition to that, those fatty acids ended up spilling over into your liver and and into your muscle. Your liver and muscle are like, okay, cool, stew. Let me take up these fatty acids. I'm okay with these small quantities because that's the way that I was designed. But when you give me a lot of fatty acids, I can't handle it because I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed. I get I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed. So what's end up happening is that a high fat environment leads to excess accumulation of fatty acids inside your liver and your and muscles beyond their physiological design. And and both and both these two issues are now like, damn, it's what I'm supposed to do with this stuff. I I didn't ask for this stuff. I don't want this stuff. It just got put inside of me because it just got put inside of me because the chylomicrons forced it to get inside me. So what those tissues do? What two t- so what those two tissues do is they. All right, cool, sweet emergency. We should slow this down. We should we should slow this down. How do we slow this down? a single most effective thing that any tissue can do in order to block more energy from coming inside. You block insulin because in order to block more energy from coming inside is block insulin because insulin is the single most powerful anabolic hormone in your inside of inside of mammal mammal mammal
mammal,
mammal inside of mammal. It doesn't matter whether you are dolphin or a monkey or a
raccoon,
raccoon or a human or a gorilla. Every single mammal. Okay, all these text is really really interesting. Okay. All this is really interesting. Okay, I know I can't can highlight it. Um, I have problems to highlight it also. Loading. All these part is interesting, really interesting. But I am a little bit tired. Believe that I will rest a moment. Yep, I will rest one moment.